Researchers at the University of Michigan have found out something that I'm pretty sure I knew all along. Processed foods can often be just as addicting as hard alcohol and drugs. The reason I think I know this is because anytime I have one Dorito, I have that immediate urge to eat 1,000 more. And if I'm on a plane and they give me just like a little bag of something, I want 8 more bags. Like that's actually a real thing, and I don't think I'm the only one that's happening to. We've got a little more info on the study. The authors of the study wanted to discover what foods were most likely to lead to food addiction. They found that highly processed foods were more likely to have the same effect on the brain as hard drugs compared to non-processed foods like wheat, fish, and other healthy foods. Just like other addicts don't choose to become addicted to heroin or cocaine, obese people don't choose to be fat. So I think this is really interesting, and it's exactly what I was just saying before. So let's just start on that anecdotal part. Do you guys find that too, that there are certain foods, processed foods, that you have one, I mean, people say that about potato chips all the time, versus if you were having a bowl of rice, let's say, and some chicken, you eat till you're satiated, and then you're not suddenly like, I need more chicken and rice.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't have Nutella at home. If I have like 1 spoon of Nutella, that's it. But I eat it with the spoon. So it's just,
that's the only way.
That is the only way. Like, why would you spread it on bread? Doesn't make any sense.
Well, you could just dip your whole mouth into the thing.
Right. Sometimes I just put it in a big bowl and I make it clean. But I think that this has an evolutionary advantage, but unfortunately we live in a completely different time where the advantage no longer exists, right? So when we were hunter-gatherers, like, we of course want fattier foods, right? Because we need the fattier foods to survive. But now food is plentiful, you know, and so we still want the same things, but there's an abundance of it, and we eat too much of it, and then of course we're not as physically active as we were ages ago, so we get fat. That's the way it works.
Right, and by the way, with all this processed stuff, there's plenty of evidence that they literally are putting in flavors that they make up because they make our taste buds go nuts so that you just want more of them, right?
Well, I feel that way about sugar. I'm not sure if that's necessarily like the processed food thing, but there's sugar in everything. You'd be shocked, like things that are supposedly like healthy Mother Nature's bounty smoothies and yogurts. It's like, it's full of sugar.
It's so full of sugar.
And I love it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, they specifically target food that tastes like Latino, so I can't get enough of it. I'm just kidding.
Well.
Tastes like Latino. I think we're going to have a GIF or a meme or something made on that one. Who do we blame for this? Like, is this our fault, or do we blame the corporations? Do we blame the government that told us to eat this stuff? Do we blame McDonald's? Do we blame ourselves for not being educated enough?
I don't know if there's anyone you can blame other than the companies that are purposely making their food as addictive as possible.
Yeah.
I know it's really difficult to control yourself when you want to eat the fatty food, but I think the best way to combat what's happening in the country is education, right? So passing regulations that ban certain sizes of sodas or tax certain foods, it's like putting a Band-Aid on a larger problem. A lot of people don't have access to healthy food, or a lot of people are simply uneducated on what is and isn't healthy. So someone might see a granola bar and be like, yeah, duh, it's granola. Of course this is going to be healthy. But the reality is granola is like one of the least healthy things that you can eat.
And then they wrap it up in sugar and all that other stuff. By the way, we can't do something on sugar without me mentioning my pet peeve number 1, which is that in our Coke, in our Coca-Cola, we don't have sugar in America.
Oh, it's
we have
a luxury.
high fructose corn syrup because corn is cheaper to make sweet than sugar. So you have to get a Mexican Coke in America to actually get sugar in your Coke. That is completely bonkers.
Back to the Latino thing,
but
right,
yeah,
Anna?
I don't know what
anyway.
I'm not sure where she was going with that. Do you think we're going to have rehab for these people soon? I mean, eventually, really, like eventually it's going to become looked at like an addiction, right? If that's what these studies
to your
are
point, I think in a lot of ways we're as good as our choices in, you know, what is subsidized, what is easily accessible, what is, you know, the most attractive looking thing, and it's going to be maybe something that's not good for you.
Yeah, I think we got Anna's answer to this already, but my final thought on this is, what food is your guilty pleasure? But I guess, well, now is it some sort of Latino Nutella or?
All right.
Churros.
For me, I don't know. My guilty pleasure is like any type of chocolate cake that's warm and gooey with like ice cream. So sugar, I love sugar.
I can confirm that's true because you've brought that type of thing to my house many times. Kim?
I like donuts.
Yes, I like donuts too.
I know, freaking donuts, man. They bring us donuts around here on Wednesdays, and it's like, I can't stop. I know I shouldn't, and I can't. But actually, my healthy addiction, this one's an actual healthy addiction. Trader Joe's has these mesquite almonds, and they're almonds. Almonds are good. I think mesquite's pretty good.
I like
almonds.
So
I think I'm doing all right. Anyway, I like almonds. Do you love Latinos? Do you love sugar?
What, you said foot. That was interesting. That was
I don't know
interesting
where I was
Freudian
going.
slip.
That was odd. That was odd. Anyway, what gets you off? Let us know in the comments right down below.
No.